Whoa, looking sharp there, Darren. What's with the outfit?
Oh, what, this? It's just a little something I threw on because you can't be a city Skylines mayor if you're not dressed the part.
Hang on a sec, Darren. Do we get outfits too?
Of course. Just look under your seats.
Oh, yes. Oh, man, these again.
You can't build a city without workers. Now, let's get building. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Other way around, Bajo. Other way. No, yeah, that's fine.
So we actually reviewed this on our big show on ABC2 a while back, but we thought it was hands down one of the best city builders we've ever played, and we both gave it 4 out of 5.
Yes, it has all the tools virtual mayors could want to build the cities of their dreams, and it gives them plenty of space to build it in.
There's just been a free update that added in tunnels and European-style cities too, so it seemed like the perfect time to jump back in and revisit it for you spawnlings.
We should just quickly go over the basics first, though. So, much like any city builder, you get an empty plot of land and start painting on some roads and zones for residential, commercial, and industrial buildings.
Then you'll need a few utilities like power plants and water pumps to make everything work. Then you can sit back and watch your city grow.
There's no end to the game, nor is there any way to win. But you do have goals. Mainly, you want to be growing your city and increasing its population. Because as your population hits certain milestones, you'll unlock extra services, more advanced buildings, and new areas to build in. But once your city grows big enough, you'll find the real challenge is dealing with traffic. Beep, beep.
Yes, residents need to get to work and go about their lives. Industry needs to import and export goods. And shops need to get those goods on their shelves. Not to mention garbage trucks and emergency vehicles and buses and everything else that needs to get where it's going.
And all of this can create chaos if your roads aren't ready for it. Guys, there's such a satisfying challenge to this game, to getting everything running smoothly. But Darren, I bet you've got some tips for us on how to build a better city.
Oh, well, I've actually compiled a small list of Darren do's and Darren don'ts to help. Don't build too much to start with. If you build too many roads and services too quickly, you'll go bankrupt before you know it. And that's a Darren don't. It is a good idea to pause the game as you design your first area. Otherwise, as soon as you start building, upkeep costs will begin to drain your treasury. Pausing your game is highly recommended and a Darren do. Water currents are fully simulated, so make sure your water pumps are upstream of your sewage outlets. Poo in the water? You better believe that's a Darren don't. Ugh, poo. Take the time to learn what roads are right for the job. Try to use highways as the main spine of your city's roadways. Oh, and avoid building intersections and traffic lights as much as possible. Large roundabouts are excellent for distributing traffic. One-way roads used wisely will also help keep things flowing smoothly. Efficient roads are a big Darren do. Don't overcomplicate your public transport. Try to let different services complement each other. For example, have a bus line look after a single neighbourhood, but connect it to other bus or metro lines. Don't try to have one line cover an entire city. That's a Darren don't. Try to make your industrial areas self-contained. Make sure they have direct access to major highways so they won't require trucks to go through the rest of your city. Residents are not fond of living next to loud or dirty industrial zones either. Ugh. Well-placed and well-designed industrial parks are a Darren do.
That's a lot of things to remember, Darren.
Well, that's just the tip of the tips and tricks iceberg, Bajo. My best advice for spawnlings is to just try things and see what works. But it can be a smart idea to download other players' cities to see how they've handled various problems and get some inspiration.
Yeah, one of the things I really loved about this was how easy it was to download other players' creations. It's super simple to browse for custom-made cities, intersections, buildings, and mods, and then apply them at the click of a button. It also has some great asset editors that help you create your own custom content, if you're the creative type.
There's also some really cool mods out there. I like the ones that give you a new perspective on the world, like the first-person mod that lets you walk your city's streets. Or the flight and helicopter sim mods. Cool stuff.
My personal favourite is the tsunami generator.
You know, guys, when the most recent SimCity came out, we were all so excited, but then it ended up being really restrictive. City Skylines actually gives you the freedom to build the way you want to.
I absolutely agree. This is the best city builder that is out there and well worth your time.